While they were plotting your destruction, you were quietly turning it into power. That is not resilience. That is alchemy. Most people who've been through narcissistic abuse spend years trying to recover from the environment. The chosen one learned something different. They learned to transmute it. Alchemy is not a metaphor. It is a documented spiritual technology, the ancient science of transformation, taking what is base, corrupt, and dense, and converting it into something refined, sovereign, and luminous. You have been doing this your entire life without a name for it. Today we name it. The alchemical gift in a chosen one shows up as this. You feel everything, but you are not destroyed by it. You absorb the chaos around you, and your nervous system over time learns to process it rather than store it. You enter rooms full of manipulation and low-frequency energy, and something in you instinctively begins converting it. Not because you are weak and absorbing punishment, because you are strong enough to hold the frequency and return it transformed. That is a gift so rare that those operating from predatory energy, narcissists, energy vampires, covert aggressors, are threatened by it at a cellular level. They cannot alchemize, they can only extract. You are their opposite. Here's how you wield it. Right now, in real time, 01, the redirect. When someone attempts to bait you into a reactive spiral, silence, stillness, and a single breath is an alchemical act. You took their chaos frequency and returned nothing they can use. Practical example. The narcissist sends a provocative message designed to destabilize you. Instead of responding immediately, you sit with it for 24 hours. You journal the emotional charge out of your body. You respond, or don't, from a grounded state. You just turn their weapon into your wisdom. 02. The witness document everything, not from a place of obsession, but from a place of energetic clarity. When you name what is happening without emotional contamination, you shift from participant to observer. Practical example. In a workplace with a covert narcissist manager, you begin keeping a private time-stamped log of incidents. You notice patterns, you stop being surprised, you stop doubting yourself. That documentation is alchemy. You converted confusion into evidence and evidence into power. 03. The boundary is frequency. A boundary is not just a rule. It is an energetic declaration that reorganizes the field around you. When you hold a boundary under pressure, without over-explaining, defending, or collapsing, you transmute the pressure into proof of your sovereignty. Practical example. A family member who has historically used guilt as currency pushes again at a gathering. You respond once, clearly, and do not re-engage the argument. The discomfort you feel in that moment, that is the old frequency leaving your field. That is alchemy. 04. The reframe. Every attack on your character is data. Every false accusation is a map of what they fear you might become. Practical example. You are told you are too sensitive, too emotional, too much. You write down every insult that was weaponized against you, and you translate it. Too sensitive equals deeply attuned. Too emotional equals emotionally intelligent. Too much equals operating at a frequency they cannot match. You just took their ammunition and turned it into your armor. 05. The creation. The most powerful alchemical act available to a chosen one in a toxic environment is to build something, create while they're watching, heal publicly, document the becoming. Practical example. You are being smeared in your community. Rather than defending your name, you begin building your legacy. You start the channel, you write the book, you launch the brand. Your output becomes the rebuttal that no one can argue with. Alchemy in its most sovereign form. You were never just surviving toxic environments. You were being trained in them. Every impossible dynamic you navigated sharpened a discernment that cannot be taught in a classroom. Every relationship that tried to diminish you left behind a residue of wisdom you now carry like currency. Every moment you chose not to retaliate when you had every right to, that was alchemy. The chosen one does not escape the fire. They come out of it holding gold. You were not built to survive this. You were built to transform it. The alchemical gift inside you is not passive. It is not something that just happens to you. It is something you learn to wield intentionally, strategically, and unapologetically. If you are ready to stop absorbing the chaos and start converting it, drop the word alchemy in the comments. I see every single one of you, and I want you to know the transformation has already begun. You didn't just survive the toxic environment, you were being trained in it. The chosen one's gift of alchemy is real, and it's time to wield it.